Excellent. So thank you, Lisa, and welcome, Araz. And we're excited to share this information with you because, quite honestly, this is the first time in 40 years that I've looked at a company like this that's supposed to be in this profession that doesn't, to me, resemble network marketing or multi-level marketing at all. It's so different. It's so relaxed. It's able, to be feasible for the average person to really do something because it really relates to their life in so many different dimensions instead of just being singular with products. So it's exciting because I stands for I or you, and then multiplied as many times as possible to just become a better version of yourself. So, exploring exponential growth and creating passive income in many different ways. So very, very, very exciting from that standpoint. So let's go back to this view for a second. So we like to share our purpose because our mission and vision are really, really seriously combined, because they're based on three great words called innovate, inspire, and impact. And we know for a fact, and it's been proven over the years in so many different ways, that when you can create innovation, you can inspire other people to make a huge impact in their lives and in the lives of many, many people. So that's what we do. We work with a lot of mentors and coaches, and we want this to be a lasting transformation. We don't want it to just be a temporary sort of rise and excitement. So it's really based on this incredible phrase that, we didn't come up with, but it really relates to Jim Rohn saying, work full-time at your career and work part-time, but always work part-time on your fortune. Because if people can answer this question, if time and money weren't an issue, they would absolutely know where they want to wake up tomorrow and who they would invite. And it makes it easier for them to stay focused on what they want to do to solve the problems in their life and solve the challenges and just create a better version of themselves. And that just transforms into true freedom. Freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, and how much or how little you want. Really great. So our ecosystem is really vast. It's about e-learning in a huge way. We have an incredible platform that creates all of these different avenues of learning how to do things better in the form of self-development and also in financial education, because we concentrate heavily there as well. But we're also in the next couple of days adding e-commerce and health and wellness, and we already have travel as a component, which gives us great discounts when we want to travel and when we can travel fully. But it's all based on evolving technology, and it will constantly evolve. That's what I love about this company. It will never just be about one thing. It'll be multi-dimensional, and we'll be able to just enjoy our lives and make it a part of our lives. So our founder, Joe Martinez, is a really well-established businessman. He was a seven-figure earner at the age of 21. He's built huge organizations with hundreds of thousands of business partners all over the world, but mainly in emerging countries, which we find really not only attractive, but really, humanitarian, because we're making a difference in countries where they couldn't begin to think of making $500 a month because their incomes are like $100 or $200 a month. Countries like India and Africa and parts of Southeast Asia and South America and Latin America. So we're making a huge difference, and we're working quite heavily in those areas because those people have one thing in common that we do, and that's this little smartphone. That's the key. Is our business was designed, Joe Martinez designed this company on a phone. Didn't have a whole bunch of programmers and people that did things on a big website and everything like that. He designed this so that anyone in the world could do this business. And that's what I really, really love, because I heard about it years ago. I was told that the business would be done on your phone. And I thought, oh my goodness, there's no way. Like I at least need my laptop to be able to see things. But, it's happened already. And I really didn't think it would happen this quickly. But young people like Joe and the young traders that we have on board, the Empire Trade Group, that are in their early 20s, that are geniuses in trading, it's because they've been able to take this phone and transform it into making money in a huge way. So I love that. So our community is really one of the fastest growing self-betterment platforms in the world. And we know as well that formal education is really important. It can give you a career and it can give you career income, but self-education is known to make you a fortune. And it certainly has helped me along the way. It's really changed my life because I worked in traditional business throughout my life as well. I manufactured clothing, manufactured home decor, owned a skincare company. I ran skincare companies for the very best skincare in the world out of Switzerland, Cell Cosmet of Switzerland. I ran that company for Canada for quite a few years, and it was fabulous product. But it's only if people were willing to pay $1,500 for a few products, and that just doesn't relate to the masses in the world. So, as much as I love seeing people become a better version of themselves that way, I really think that confidence and emotional and spiritual growth and all of that is just even more important than just the outside appearance. So it's really, really changed things for me. Our chat is really evident on the platform. Once you're a brand ambassador, you have so much more to access. It's very limited on the free format. To me, I think honestly, sometimes the free format just gets confusing because you've got a lot of people on there and we don't really know their reason for being there. And if they aren't attracted to personal growth or whatever, they're just there to, create chaos. Well, we get rid of them quickly. But, I think this is a really great idea. And it's grown fast because it's attracted people because they want to know what we're doing. They want to know what's going on. So those people normally would translate into brand ambassadors, quite soon after downloading the app. So our financial development is really serious, and we have lots of education on our platform. We have incredible, incredible traders from all parts of the globe that provide us with Forex alerts, binary alerts, sports and crypto alerts. And they're the type of traders that the world banks wish they had, but they don't want to work for those kind of people. They want to work in a platform whereby we're helping the masses of human beings on the planet. So we are very blessed to have these guys and girls with us, and they're amazing. Then we have the human development side, where we have lots of courses in personal development and coaching and mindset training, consciousness and awareness training, lots of things happening there. And we're attracting more people that are going to bring even more in that area to our platform, which will, in sometimes, initiate a cost, but it will be all based on, your desire, whatever you want to participate in, which I think is super great. I've really been fortunate over the years that was a big part of my development. I think personal development for me has been the greatest gift that this industry has given me. I've been able to meet the likes of Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and just everybody that wants to make a difference, Richard Bliss Brooke and Todd Falcone and Eric Worre, and all of those people are like my friends. And I've been really blessed to be able to go to so many different trainings and seminars and do things that I never thought I would ever do, like walking on fire and, just amazing development in that way. So I really firmly believe that personal development is the real key to making this a business that you not only enjoy, but you benefit from personally in so many different ways from the people, and really great. So Forex trading is currently our real heavy focus because it's such a huge market. It trades 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, and it's anywhere from $6 to $8 trillion a day. And we have a new format, a new section of working with Forex trading, but with funded accounts. So they are they're actually, given to you based on qualification and evaluation. So you qualify for them and then you start trading. So I've been just using the demo in the past week because I'm part of the beta group. And that has just, I literally made $5,500 this week just trading. And I would say that I probably spent about 15 minutes to do that, to make over 5,000. That to me was mind boggling because I've never done that before in my life. And it's really changed it for me. For example, this morning, and we're supposed to do it hands-on. We're supposed to be watching it in a 3-hour time frame if we're going to be a part of this FTMO trading. So I decided when I am there, I've got to be present and I've got to be looking at the trade. So I was telling Lisa this morning, I was trading the US Canadian dollar, and I expected to make not more than $200 based on what we saw and the predictions and the progression and everything. But I was sitting there honestly, Araz, and watching it, and it was $69 in profit. And I thought, oh, this is good. All of a sudden, it did a flip, it did a scalp, and it went to $1,036 in profit. And instead of questioning it or waiting and saying, oh, well, I better wait it out because we're still in the trade, I literally hit close the trade. And everyone else made around $200 at the end of that trade, and I made $1,036. So it's those split second things that you can do that can also make a difference, right? Yep. And can you imagine someone in Africa that makes $100 a month doing a trade like that and making $1,036 US in a second? That's what I mean. That's how we're going to change lives. We're going to change millions of people's lives with this program. So we have many, many channels that you can tap into. Once you're in the program and you have your pro account, you can tap into all of our channels, all of our alerts and signals, and our live sessions and mentoring on the platform. And it is amazing. There are about 4 groups that I watch closely, in addition to the group that we have, the Empire group that I'll share with you. But it's really so simple because it's just a copy, paste, and profit. We don't have to become expert traders. That's what I mean. Yes, I could close that trade, but that's only based on my rational brain going, okay, Jana, you better take this because I don't think it's going to hit 1,036 at the end of this trade. It's going to be now, boom, and you can do it. So you can allow your rational brain to do that. But in the most cases, you're going to look at the currency pair. Like in this example, it's the euro and the Japanese yen. It's a sell, so you're going to take the sell. This is the entry point, so hopefully you're taking it within this time frame. So if it was done at 10:23 at night, hopefully you're going to do it closely around that within a minute or two, because it can change in minutes and seconds. And then you just set your stop losses and your profits, and you just put it into your trade, and boom, you're in business. So we always want people to understand, though, that we're not the broker. You're going to set up your own broker account, or you're going to work with a funded account, and that's going to be your money. You're going to be trading it as if it was all your money, even in the funded account, because you're responsible for it. And past performance will never be the indication of future results, because it's always different. And it would be different from you, me, and Lisa if we were trading, unless we were doing the exact same trade at the exact second we were all hitting that button at the same time, which is, silly. It doesn't happen. So we want people to understand that. And that's why we have the education, because we want people to really understand the importance of knowing what they're doing. And, not everybody wants to do that, but they should. And so our academy is incredible, and it has so many hours of incredible training and live sessions, and a lot of the replays. You can go back and do the courses and modules over and over if you wish. But this is the group that we brought on board, and they're on our team. They're a group that came in through one of my really good friends, and they are trading for us. They do about 12 to sometimes 14 sessions a week of live sessions and trading. And it's everything from basic right up to the high rollers and the Wyckoff wisdom and things that only the world banks actually know. Most traders, even that are experts that have been around for 10 or 15 years doing this as a career, working for big banks, they don't even know how to do this. It would be somebody really at the top that's pressing that button. These guys learn this, and it's really amazing to watch them work. We're always very transparent with our results. So we post them every week and every month, and you'll see the number of pips or the win rate or the growth rate. And it always varies every single week and every single month. Then we have our discount travel that offers you incredible cash back. And all you do is book your stay. You might get a little discount off the price, but what you're going to see is usually a very generous cash back that goes back onto the card that you use within 3 to 5 days after you complete that stay. So this Saturday, we're announcing our e-commerce platform that we're rolling out in 3 phases. That's going to be really great for people who have products that they wish to sell, and they're here. We're going to provide a platform for them. Products that they wish to sell, but they don't have their own marketing method. We have a do-it-for-you method that we can do for them. And yes, there'll be a little bit of a cost, but it's going to be fantastic for those people that don't have their own marketing and web design and all that stuff set up. Because we're totally aware that this is where the world is going, that it's going to be responsible this year for up to $27 trillion. And it is expected to be responsible for all the purchases by 2040. So 95%, which is pretty much everything. Health and wellness, again, very, very important industry, because without your health and your wellness, if you don't have that, it doesn't matter how wealthy you are. If you're laying in a hospital bed and you have, millions of dollars in the bank, it doesn't do you much good. So we totally recognize this, but we are going to introduce products that aren't cookie cutter or Me Too products. They're going to be products from people that we have associations with. For example, I know 2 Nobel Prize nominated scientists that I'm hoping to bring on board with their products that they wouldn't consider going into a network marketing company, but they would consider doing this because they're going to be like a standalone product. And they are products that are exceptional. They're patented and they're so different based on incredible science. So we'll have lots of different sectors that we cover here, and that's going to be exciting for us. So anyone become a member of our exclusive team. It's really just deciding on a starter pack. We actually have 3, a basic at $125, the pro that includes everything at $145, and then we have a premium that has a couple of automated details with it. But we usually suggest that people go with the pro account because it has the Empire Trade Group Academy in it. It has travel in it, and it has all of the alerts and signals that we offer. And the basic is just a smaller version of that. So for $20 more, there's just no comparison. So you can own this global business right away. The compensation plan is probably the absolute most incredible comp plan that exists today in the market. If you know comp plans, which I've done all of them. So from the the unilevels to the binaries and everything in between. But the breakaways, all of them. But what I really love about this is it's a hybrid designed to help the average person make money right away. So we've taken money off the back end that most companies, you hear about these people making millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're the ones that, came in early and they're at the top, and that's why they're making that money. We want people to be able to come in and make some money fast. In other words, make at least $500 with a small amount of effort and really show some return so that now they're cash flow positive. So that's why this compensation plan is so incredible, because it's a 6-level unilevel combined with a binary to give you that direct bonus. So those are bonuses that you get for people that you personally enroll and come on board, and that's a residual. It's not just one time. Then there's the VIP bonuses. That's what I call the career money. It happens in the middle. You build this while you're building the binary. So it can be built on one leg. It doesn't matter if it's on. So that's great. You don't have to have the balance. And then the team commission is where you want to have some balance, because then you take advantage of the binary, getting paid on the balanced leg or the lesser leg. So the direct bonus, you get paid $15 for each person, no matter which package they choose. And that happens every time they renew their subscription every month. Do you only have to have 3? No, 3 is the magic number though, because that puts you into the VIP ranking. It starts you earning money in the VIP ranking. So you can have 10 people and earn 150 instead of $45. You can have 1,000 people. It depends on how you recruit people and what your team looks like. But what we like to do is we like to provide value right away. So when you do have 3 or more, you're going to receive $15 for each person, and then you're going to be in the VIP 100 club, and you'll get a $100 bonus. Now this person that has just joined can feel confident that they can work without any overhead. How many people can work their business with zero overhead? Not very many. I mean, you certainly can't do a traditional business with zero overhead. And most network marketing companies won't allow you to have zero overhead either. You've got that monthly auto ship that you have to do regardless. Goal number 2 is really incredible, because once you help your 3 people do the very same thing that you did, just bring on board 3 or more people, you're going to reach that VIP 500 club, which gives you a $450 bonus for just having 12 active members on your team. So even if you just had the 2 people with 6 people each, you would be getting that $450 bonus. And if the 3rd person hadn't recruited yet, it wouldn't matter. You would still qualify as your VIP 100, and you would qualify as your VIP 500 because you have 12 people on your team. So it doesn't have to be exactly as this picture, but it just gives you the picture and shows you what leverage can do. And what I like to teach is 10x with IX. What does that mean? 10 people to ensure your VIP 100, to ensure your VIP 500. Because if you could grow 10 by 10, you know how much faster that grows. It's 3, 9, 27, or it's 10, 100, 1,000. Which do you like better? I'm sure it's 10 times 10. It's very simple. It's really about duplication, and it's really just about goals. So that first goal is really easy. It's just your 3 people and your VIP 100. Then you help those people do the same. Your VIP 500, you're at 540 or more a month. That number seems to be a number that the majority of the world could see a better lifestyle with. So whether you're in Africa or even if you're in North America, I don't think there is a family that would turn down over $500 a month, because it'll pay a couple of bills in North America, or it'll create a better life in Africa. So it's really an important number, and that's why Joe Martinez created this incredible hybrid, because he saw people striving and striving to get to the top, and then they just gave up because they ran out of steam, or they got disappointed or disillusioned, or a bunch of their people quit, and they just couldn't make it. Well, if you can be paid $540 a month to just have 12 people on your team, that's incredible. I've never seen that in the industry ever. So here's what the VIP bonus looks like. It ranges from $100, the $100 bonus, right up to $8,000. And this is a 4-week cycle. So there's 13 cycles in a year, which creates that 6-figure income. 13 times the 8,000. Now, even at this 8,000 level, you'll be earning more than that, because what will be kicking in are your direct bonuses and your binary bonuses. So you'll really be you're probably going to be somewhere in the range of $12,000 to $15,000 a month, just creating this functional foundation for your business. You're going to ensure your ranks, because like I said to you, if you grow 10, 100, 1,000, Araz, you can see here, this is the maximum user that, or the minimum user number that you need to create this is 4 people. Here it's 12 people. Here it's 40 people. If you grow 10, 100, 1,000, well, you've already jumped to qualifying for the VIP 8,000. That's why I always say to people, don't think in terms of minimum. Try and think beyond. Build 10, 100, 1,000, or build 5, 25, 125, 625. Because even here, 525, 125, 625, you're going to already have hit VIP 8,000. You'll have a substantial amount of money every month that you can count on, passive income that you can count on. And it builds a strong foundation for your binary as well, because that comes next. And that's the you know, the percentages that you're paid on your binary. So it starts out at 10%, then it moves up to 15%, then it moves up to 20%. And the cap on the binary is $1 million a month. So it's not shabby. It does have a cap, but there's a ton of money on the table. And we already have one individual already in 1 year that has hit this. And guess where he lives? India. He lives in India. So imagine he's 28 years old. He was 27 when he started. He actually has now moved to Dubai. He's bought a house for his mom. He's bought himself homes. He's earning about $100,000 a month, not $1 million, but he has hit that top tier, and he's just going to continue to grow. So, you know, can it be done? Of course it can. It already has. And if someone like that, who 4.5 years ago, this young man was a friend of Joe Martinez in another business, they were in trading, he could not afford a sandwich. Joe had to buy his lunch because he couldn't afford a sandwich. He had to borrow the money from his mom, and now he's bought her a home. So it's really an incredible story. I love it. So we're so proud of him, and we love that young people can do this. So we've got 19-year-olds quitting their jobs and doing this full time because they understand the dynamic of, even they love the trading, and they're doing the trading, Araz, because they have a connection with it. They can do it. They can do it on their phone. They've got a phone. They can do this. And what it's doing is it's creating a story for them to now recruit, because maybe they're not recruiters. Maybe they weren't good at it. But when they can say, hey, listen, do you make money on your phone? And the person says, no. How do you do that? Well, this is what I do. And when you can take that account and pull it up and show them, this is what I did, in the last 9 days, I earned $5,534. They're going to say, well, I want to do that. And they're going to do it. Simple as that. So it's super exciting. It does create a story. So we recognize there's just 3 different types of people. Some just want to trade and use the product, be a customer. Some are going to do this, maybe they have a full-time career and they love it. Maybe they can only do this part-time, but do what Jim Rohn said. We tell them, listen, that's great. Work full-time at your career, but work part-time on your fortune. And then there are those who are just ready to make a huge change and say, listen, I need to really sink my head into this. Like, let's get started yesterday. And I need to do this. And basically that's the decision that creates that totally different life. It's just one decision, one commitment that really creates a different life. And that's basically what it is. It's just an incredible opportunity for people to change that life for them. Whoops, there we go.
Thank you, Jana. Thank you for a great presentation as usual, and with a lot of excitement because of what's coming this weekend and what we know about the FTMO education, and having that opportunity, that additional opportunity to help us grow our money and be able to manage it. Yeah, you refer to it as a triple win.
Yeah, it used to be a win-win, but now that we have FTMO, it's a win-win-win. So we have something else called a PAM account, Araz, and that's a joint funded account. So what we do is we pool our money, and it's given to a broker. So our company doesn't have the money. It's given to a real broker, and we put together our money. So it might be a PAM account that's $1.5 million because it's all of us combined, and we do that so we get a better return because we've got more money, more leverage, right? So we have the compensation plan to deliver and earn money. We have the PAM account. We actually could have 4. We could have our own broker account that we trade as well. And we have the FTMO funded account. So talk about wins. There's so many ways to win here that it creates just a bigger and bigger story as you participate in the different ways to grow your money.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, we can't hear you, Araz.
Sounds nice. It's new to me, but I should study it more, you know?
Yes.
I
You know,
didn't know it was Forex and everything.
I was the same way, Araz. In our last presentation, I said to people, you know, Forex was just a word to me a year and a half ago.
Yeah, sorry. My son is watching TV. Yeah.
Ah, you know, Forex was just a word to me. I was terrified of it. I just thought, and I told Lisa, I said, I don't know if I can do this. This is really scary to me. And I don't know anything about it. And I just decided, okay, well, just do it a step at a time. Just take little bites out of the elephant. And I did that. And literally a week later, I was already in the live sessions and doing trades in 1 week. And I learned about pips and lots and scalps. And, you know, it took a week. And I thought, am I an expert trader? Absolutely not. Like, I would never trust myself to take a trade or make it up or look at the charts and figure it out. But I can watch them now and I can kind of see. And like I said today, when I saw that US Canadian dollar boom into profit of $1,036, I went, this is not going to happen again. Close. At least I had the rational ability to do that, right? Because I was stunned. I'm like, what? I thought you could only do that with gold, right? The US Canadian dollar, I just made $1,000 like in 2 minutes. How is that even possible? But it was possible. And when you see that happen, that's what our young guys have taught us. They said the things that they've observed doing their studying and training, they couldn't begin to share with us because it's so hands-on, you know, you've got to be there. So all we do is take their advice. We just take their direction and copy paste profit, copy paste profit. And I'm like, wow, this is so much fun. I never ever thought I would enjoy this, but I do. And now I'm teaching my kids because I said to my daughter and my son, you know, they love doing what they're doing, but I said, listen, you're only training a unit of time for a unit of money. Until you have passive income or you get paid when you're sleeping, you're never going to get ahead. So, you know, this is so multifaceted now to be able to, like I say, make the story you're trading, take your story and turn it into recruiting, because some people don't like recruiting. Some people are bad at it. Some people are terrified with it. Most people are actually. I like it because if you can make a connection with somebody who really is looking for a way out of their challenge or their problem, you know, maybe we'll be the answer. Maybe not, but all we have to do is find common ground. So I love recruiting, but most people hate it. Araz, you know that too. Most people hate recruiting. They're terrified. What am I going to say? And I'm like, you know what? You just be yourself. You just have to find some common ground and make things work for people. And if you're the right mesh, the right fit, everything else is going to be great.
Yeah.
The hardest part for each individual, as you probably know, is the tenacity. It's the you know, it's staying in the game. It's just staying in the game and trading. That is so much about staying in the game and discipline. So it's teaching them actually how to be a good recruiter or how to actually do the compensation plan part of the business, because it's teaching them tenacity and diligence. That's so hard for most people. Where do I start? What do I do? We just teach them. It's like this. It's like a push button start. So yeah, we're going to learn on Saturday. We're starting the FTMO challenge or academy, and I can't wait. It's going to be really super fun for people.
Well, and based on what you have already accomplished with your demo account, Jana, I mean, that's your testimonial already.
I can't believe it. I honestly can't.
And then when we have the ability to start the FTMO challenge, you're just going to whiz right through that. So it's all about everybody finding their comfort level, where to start. You know, if you don't want to start with the FTMO challenge right away, you don't have to. You can do what we've been doing all along and just open up that demo account, follow the signals that we receive based on which package you come in with. And by the way, the access to the FTMO challenge is only with the Pro Pack. I'm not sure if we mentioned that. So, you know, you start where it makes sense for you. You do the demo account, follow the signals, learn as you go, learn as you grow. And we always like to say, earn as you learn. Because there's, as Jana said, there's 4 ways that you can earn here. When you really sit down and look at that, that's unbelievable all on its own, And we know what it's like. We've been there with being with companies that are just product based, and what comes with that, all the work that comes with that. And you know, it's everyone's comfort level what they want to do, but we really have something exceptional here, and we're glad we had the chance to let you know about it, because everyone needs to know. Oh, we can't hear you there.
It sounds very nice. Yes, it's a nice opportunity. I would love to learn more about it, of course.
Yeah, take your time, Araz. There's no rush. What I love about our company is it's still a baby. It's only a year old, but we are, progressive growth is really pretty incredible. We hit $1 million in January a month, and we're already almost at $2 million a month. So I can see that we're going to, once we hit momentum and we go on that upward,
Curve.
it's going to be, you'll be part of that momentum, and that usually lasts for anywhere from 1 to 3 years. And that's why, a lot of people don't like young companies or startup companies. And I get that, because I've been with some that have tanked. I've been with them and they were really great, but they usually only go down for 2 reasons. And that's mismanagement or lack of cash flow. And unfortunately, sometimes it's for both reasons. Yeah. But mismanagement seems to be a big one. It's like someone said to me, my skincare was fabulous. I still have it. I have the formula. It's an organic skincare. It's beautiful. And I had so many people say to me, "Oh my God, Jana, you need to start a network marketing company with that product." And I'm like, no, I do not. No, I do not. I do not want to go there. I know what it took to get that company just to where it was. And it was going to take millions just to do the next step for me on just a retail level, just being a skincare company, but to take it into network marketing and to, the ingredients and all the things that you have to accomplish to go into different countries and licensing and regulating and FDAs and all. I just no. And that's not where I want to be. I loved the effect because I've been in that industry my whole life. But this to me was so scary at first because it was so different, but that's what I found was great about it. It was so different. And I thought, you've got to learn this, Jana. This is technology driven. This is where the world is going, and you'll get left behind. I think it was fear of loss more than anything, Araz, that he really convinced me that I need to learn this. And I was thinking about my kids, I was thinking, no, they need something too. Like, what can I give them? They're not going to do something in skincare. They're not going to, just because I had that company doesn't mean that they're going to love that. So I love it. I love what we are able to do for so many people.
Yeah, it really is people driven rather than product driven. And that, once you kind of wrap your brain around that whole concept, which is really where what I'm all about, and Jana as well, and many of us in the company.
It doesn't mean we don't like products. We love products.
Refreshing. Yeah, we do love products. Don't get me
I'm a
wrong.
product crazy person. I love products. If they're really good and I see a difference, I love them. We need products. We have to have products. But I just, I love the fact that we can take our money and grow our money. That's what I loved, is that we can do something more with that we cannot do in most situations. So yeah, just learn, take your time. We're here. We're not going away.
Yeah. And as we said when in our first meeting, we're really all about empowering women, and that's one of our biggest focus on our team, not just the company. So we would love to explore further with you.
Sure, sure. Why not? Okay, what do you think is the next step? What should we do the next step? How does it, what's the procedure?
Yes, well, the procedure, if you were getting started, would be just to, open your account, come on board. I would, especially in your situation, because, we don't want you to incur costs. I'd rather see you have it free. So, I would, just maybe go to the Saturday. If you can make yourself available for the Saturday and come to the launch, I think you're going to be really impressed with the people and the youth and the excitement of those young people doing so well. That would be good just to get that feeling, and then just translate that feeling to a few people that and see if you can gather a few people that and you can put it in that regard. You can say, I'm really considering adding a dynamic to my portfolio.
Yeah.
And it's just going to go more in the growing your money sector. I like the idea. I want to do that. And if you can attract a few people, then you could find yourself not being there by yourself either. You'd have a little bit of a team. You'd have your money covered. We'd be able to work with them as well. It would give us something to help you with, to work with them, to grow their money, to help them. And then, then it's off and running. It's kind of like that lighting the fire, the tinder that lights the map. You just have to light the map, and then it just just starts to move.
Yeah.
And let's say, is there a how do you call it? After how many months you start getting paid?
Well, if you find your 3 people as quickly as possible, you're cash flow neutral. Now you don't have an auto ship, you don't have an overhead cost every month. It's going to be covered. Then the next step is that goal number 2 is really, really the sustainable building block of our entire compensation plan.
Yeah.
If every single person just made it their goal to get to VIP 500, so they have $540 in their pocket every month, then it's worth it, because they're cash flow positive.
Yeah.
And their cash flow positive is cash flow positive. They can take a little bit of that money and put it in a PAM account. They can start doing their FTMO evaluation and start running funded accounts, taking the alerts and signals, because everything's free to them and they're cash flow positive. So they've got something to work with.
But what if somebody I recruited stopped working?
Then they stop.
That's why we teach go above the 3, go 5 to 10. Focus on 5 to 10. Ultimately, the 10x with IX is what we like to encourage on our team.
Yeah.
Because then you never ever have to worry about going below that 3.
Yeah.
And then you will always be cash flow. Well, you will always be cash flow positive if you have 10 on your team, focusing on the 10x. And that's what we don't want people to be worried every month saying, oh my goodness, have I gone below 3? And oh, do I have to, am I going to be covered? So every month you will be required to pay your subscription, because it has to go through that legal channel of the transaction. And then your bonus is given back to you each 4-week cycle. So that cash doesn't come into your account immediately when you have those 3 people renew their subscription. But if you keep them tight and close to the time frame you came in, you'll never have to worry about that date, because it's every 28 days. It's not every 30. That's where we need to be very specific there, that you don't think, oh, it's okay if I come in July 8th, the next one will be August 8th. No, it's 28 days from July 8th, and you count. And then the next month, it'll be a different date. So
It would be August 5th.
yes,
So it would,
have to
and if
be very
came in-
clear with people.
Yeah. And how long have you been in this business?
since February.
Sorry,
February.
February,
February. Both of you together?
yes.
Mhm.
Okay. And how many do you have in your group? How many recruits?
Well, personally in recruits, I have 12
Uh-huh.
and there's about 325 on the team.
In the whole team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, our specific team, not the whole company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our company has over 40,000
40,000.
members.
Oh, you mean your direct is 12? You have 12 directs and the rest, yeah.
And I have about five directs
Five.
for me, yes.
Yeah, nice. Okay, and what about the part that, how do the trainings, how do we go ahead with the trainings or the education? What, I mean, other than the Forex, what will I be getting?
Well,
It's right on your-
there's
the
an
app.
abundance of trainings on our app, which
Yeah.
focus on the human development, the financial development. But if you're talking about, and I think you're talking about the training, how to go forward with your business.
Yeah.
We have meetings every week on our team, and we also have monthly, bigger team meetings, which are
Yeah.
probably going to become much more active after Saturday, because there's a whole array of people that are just waiting for Saturday to happen, and it's more than likely going to explode. That's what we're anticipating, that certainly happening. So it's all very, very exciting. As you can see, we're sitting on the edge of our seats, and I don't know if you notice I'm wiggling around a lot, but it's quite something.
Okay. Okay. Are you going to send me the link for Saturday?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, actually, they're keeping us on the edge of our seats with that link. We should be receiving it probably tonight or tomorrow, I would guess, Jana, correct? Have you heard?
To register.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll receive the link for you to pre-register.
All right.
And any information you want before Saturday, we can certainly provide you with that. And I will transfer this to our YouTube channel and share this recording with you so you can review the presentation that Jana just did in our discussion. We'll take it from there. And it's just an exciting, prosperous road for everyone who wants to participate.
Hopefully, yes.
Well, we thank you for your time, Araz, very,
Thank you.
very much. And again, a little bit delayed in getting us hooked up for this presentation, but I'm glad that it turned out this way, that it was more private and intimate with you.
Great.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Take care.
Okay, dear. Thank you. We'll be in touch.
It's cooler in your part of the world.
Yes, yes.
I hope
Little-
so.
Yeah. Take care, honey.
You too.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye now.
Nice.
Take care. Okay, God bless.
God bless you.